Oh, I've got to tell you something, Steve, that cropped up
Go on.
when we were at dinner the other night. Karl said the most exciting words. He said, "I've had another film idea."
Wow. Does it star Clive Warren?
No, it doesn't. He's gone bigger than that.
Well,
Karl, tell him the film idea.
Yeah, but you slagged it off on that night.
No, I was just trying to. We were all chipping in, saying, "Well, that they're all trying to help."
No, Suzanne. You see, you had a go, and then Suzanne thought, "Oh, I'm going to have a go here as well." If I'd have told her that at home, she'd just go, "Yeah, that'd be that." But suddenly, Jane was chipping in. Everybody was having a go. Yeah, I didn't see anyone else coming up with anything.
Well, they didn't realise it was a script editing meeting.
yeah, they just thought it was a dinner.
They're just saying, "Oh, that
No, I'll tell you why it cropped up. I saw it. It was another thing in that free paper.
Yep.
It was something about, the way we're advancing fast.
Right.
Which reminded me of the, my film, The Love of Two Brains and stuff.
How's that? Is that being made yet? Have you had any?
And it was just saying, about how bodies can get reused. In a way, recycling is the ultimate.
What did it
recycling.
say about that though? Because you didn't go into that. What
It was hinting at bodies being reused.
When you say hinting, you
Well,
saw
it
a bit of a
didn't-
headline, didn't read on.
No, what?
And made the mess up in your head.
No, it was scientists saying in the future. It's that old thing. In the future, this is what we'll be able to do.
Do you mean like Frankenstein being reused, old body parts fusing
Yeah,
together?
but that was
or-
all different. It was like a short arm and a long leg, and that. This is a full body.
Right. So pitch the film idea to me.
Yeah.
Sell it to me like I'm a Hollywood executive. Sell me the film.
Right. Well, I'd probably tell you about the science facts there that
Okay.
I've read. That.
Okay, let's start from scratch then. Thank you so much, Karl, for coming in. We heard there was a rumour that you're dealing with a British film company about a thing with a man with two brains with a guy called Clive Warren we haven't heard of, but Rebecca De Mornay we're very excited about because she wouldn't be a lot to get, so this film wouldn't cost much.
Right. So, like I say, I've read they're going to be sort of the ultimate in recycling. If anything happens to the brain, they can reuse the body. You've got to remember that.
Fantastic.
By the time this film is made, that's probably going to be bigger news.
Fantastic.
So it'd be great if it can coincide.
Okay.
No, we love
with
the
that.
fact we love this sort of research. We love this level of research. It's exciting.
So what I was thinking is, I'm picturing probably. It doesn't matter. It's not as fixed. It doesn't have to be this person. But I'm thinking Tom Cruise.
Okay. Cruisy. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
And the way it works is.
Do you know Tom, by the way, or have you got an in there, or
No.
no?
Okay, but
well,
you just no.
I think it's the sort of film
that would appeal to Tom.
he'd sort of be into. I think it would
Okay.
excite him.
okay,
Great. Okay.
Great.
So
have you ordered coffees? Did
What?
Did Cheryl get you a coffee?
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's great.
So
Are you hungry at all? Do you want
No. No.
to? No, great.
So
Cheryl, I might have a tea actually. Cheryl, if you could.
will we wait for the teas before she comes in?
She'll
'Cause
just
once
sneak
this is
in.
flowing.
She will be very quiet. She'll be like a dormouse. She won't even know she's coming.
Okay.
You've got your coffee. I don't
Okay,
need tea. You
that's
don't want
it.
anything.
No, I'm fine,
Okay.
thanks.
Go.
Actually, I will have a tea. Actually, Cheryl.
2 tea, Cheryl.
Thanks. Okay, go.
Right.
Thanks, Cheryl. Thank you. Thanks.
Is there
Shut the
sugar?
door.
Sorry, is there sugar in this,
There's
Cheryl?
sugar there.
'Cause
There's-
oh,
there's- I'll put it in there. Go, shut the door behind you. Thank you. Okay,
go.
all the way. Go.
Tom Cruise. So I got Tom Cruise. That's what I've pictured so far.
He's just done Mission Impossible 7
Right.
in this film.
Oh, in the film.
So he's playing himself.
No, what you're seeing on the screen is Mission Impossible 7. Like I say, if we don't get Cruise, it can be Bourne Identity, and it can
Okay.
be what's it?
Yeah.
Oh, so if we get Cruise, he is playing himself,
Yeah.
and he's just made
and in this film, he's just made Mission Impossible 7. It's the future, is it? This
No, what you're seeing
right?
is Mission Impossible 7 on the screen.
So I've gone into the cinema, and I think I'm going in to see Mission Impossible 7, or I'm going in knowing it's this film.
Yeah.
So
you know,
I'm going
you
in
know.
to see.
Okay, what's this film called?
I haven't got a title yet.
We'll just call it Karl Pilkington Project 2.
Right.
Okay,
So
KP2.
you go in. The opening thing is Mission Impossible 7. You think I've
Listen
seen
to
this?
it. Yeah,
I
I've seen-
thought it was just KP2.
Yeah,
I couldn't
I'm
see
confused,
KP2.
yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I came here to see KP2. No, this is not the film I came to see. I'm talking to the usher. I'm talking to the usher. No, this is the film. It just what you're seeing is Mission Impossible 7. I don't understand.
Right, listen. So what happens is then it sort of pans out. You see, it's a telly. There's a bloke watching Mission Impossible 7. Right, his girlfriend's watching it, going, "Oh, I love Tom Cruise."
Yeah.
He's there going, "I can't be doing with him." He's
So it
overrated.
is set in the future, though. This because we're assuming that he's made 7. So this is a.
Yeah.
How far in the future is it?
Well, when will Mission Impossible 7 be made?
I don't know. Probably about 2 years. The way it's going.
Right. So yeah, 2013.
Okay.
Right, and this is underway. Then is it this practice of recycling the body?
Yeah. By then, it's well known that it's out there
All
as,
right.
as scientific.
Let's not get bogged down in a lot of these things we
Okay.
can iron out, as I say, in the script.
So you see
developments.
Mission Impossible 7 on the
Cheryl, are
screen.
any of those biscuits still knocking around?
Do you want to do this meeting?
Yes, I do. Sorry, he's a bit easily distracted, but I will have a biscuit as well, Cheryl. So, okay, I've been watching the film. It's Mission Impossible 7. It's pulled out. There's a guy in his room, in his lounge.
His
with
girlfriend's
his girlfriend.
watching it. She's
Yes.
loving it. She's a fan
She
of
loves
Tom
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise, right?
Right.
He's a little bit niggled. He wanted to watch something else.
Sure.
She decided on the DVD. He sat there annoyed. I can't be dealing with Tom Cruise. I can't believe they've made 7 of these films.
Right.
He's a rubbish actor. I should be the actor. You know, I've been doing acting for years.
But he's not an actor. He's
Well, he is.
okay.
But he hasn't quite made it.
I
He's
see.
in pantos. He's sending a lot of demos off, but he's just
It's
not
funny
being
because I
seen.
remember this was one of our notes to make it more plausible. This film because you didn't know him as an actor before, did you?
Yeah, well, this is how it works, isn't it?
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, well, you two don't know about that meeting, do you?
Right. Okay.
So
Right.
forget
So
that.
he's a struggling actor.
So what happens is next day they get up, right?
Yeah.
She's still going on about Tom Cruise.
Loves him.
Thinks I'm sick of him. Right? She loves him.
Got my biscuits garning my tea. I left it in there too long because he
that's
put me off.
stupid.
you
Just hang on, let me just
fucking
think.
twat. Can I get the spoon, please? Can I-
Yeah.
my
Sure.
biscuit-
Do you feel it?
Oh, it's all
probably
gone
be
All
soggy.
soggy.
Oh, that's soggy.
Cheryl, can we get some more of those biscuits in here, please?
Do you want to weigh more? Or?
Yeah, I'd love to
Yeah,
hear
no,
more,
I'd love to
please.
hear more,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
conscious
Can we-
that Colin Firth's coming in. He's won an Oscar, so
And he's got an idea
yeah.
about a prince with a
Right.
cleft palate.
Anyway, listen. So, what happens is he gets so annoyed with his girlfriend liking Tom Cruise. He plans to kill him.
So he plans to kill Tom
Wow,
Cruise.
this is new. I've
Now,
never
this man is a jobbing actor. He's obviously based in the UK because he's in Panto. So he flies to Hollywood.
No, the equivalent of that.
Oh, he's based
sort
in
of-
he's based in
yeah,
America.
he's a bit part player.
Yeah.
So he sees Tom Cruise. He kills him somehow. Now it's some way.
Right, how does he kill him? Because this is all new to me.
I don't want to put everything
Because
down
again,
on paper. This is
in
just
the,
a
in
rough
the original
idea.
pitch in the restaurant, Tom Cruise just dies on the set of Mission
I
Impossible 7.
see, right.
Yeah.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is-
yeah. Yeah,
Right,
that's right.
okay.
Oh, hang on.
So
Okay, right.
he dies in the film in Mission Impossible 7. They're doing
Right.
that thing on the strings.
Right.
He cuts. He lands.
Right.
His body is in perfect condition.
hold on.
But how is she watching the
The
film?
film, yeah. Did they put it out even after Tom Cruise
No,
died?
no, sorry. He was filming Mission Impossible 8.
So he's okay. So
He's filming the next one.
They film the next one. Mission Impossible. Okay, sure.
He's annoyed. He's going, I can't believe they're making more of these films.
Right.
I can't get a gig, and yet
Yeah.
they're churning this crap out.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's on his springs,
On his wires. Yeah.
on his wires.
Yeah.
An accident
Spring
happens.
sounds better. He's bouncing around.
like a baby growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The strings cut, smash. Tom Cruise dead.
Right.
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 The bloke hears this on the radio, on the news.
Yeah.
The girlfriend's fella hears it on the news. He can't believe it. He's like, yeah.
Ooh.
Takes his eye off the road a little bit in the celebration. Truck plows into the car. Right?
So he's killed as well.
Well, is he?
Okay.
Okay.
Little interlude. Fades up. Comes out of. You're seeing it out of his eyes. You see his eyes sort of opening. You know when you're seeing out the eyes, you see the eyelids,
Yeah.
and you see his girlfriend there, sort of looking at him like a bit startled.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going, "Oh, what happened?" And she's going, "It's all right, it's all right." And he's going, "Oh, get me a mirror." She's going, "I don't want to get you a mirror yet.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. What's going on?
You've had a bad accident."
Oh, probably terribly disfigured as he. Or...
This is what he's thinking. Oh, how
Yeah.
bad do I look?
Scarred,
you know,
burned.
You know,
Yeah.
you fancied that Tom Cruise. Am I gone the other way? She's going, "It's all right, it's all right."
Right.
It can't be relevant though that Tom Cruise was killed at the same time. I don't need to think about Tom Cruise. I'll put him out of my mind.
Okay, go on.
Put him out of my mind.
Anyway,
What's he going to look
all
like?
mirrors out of the room and everything. He's just learning to walk. He's going, why can't I look in a mirror? And the doctor's going, no point.
Yeah.
Right,
No
okay.
point. You've got to get used to this body. He's going, what do you mean?
It's great that Tom Cruise just did a small cameo at the
This
beginning
is
of
good
this
as
film.
well because we're seeing it through the. What's the voice like, by the way? The bloke's voice.
It's the same.
Just the same as it was
is it?
earlier. So the whole thing is through his eyes. I haven't seen his face.
No.
Then he gets walking. It's
Yeah.
almost time to go home.
Yep.
His girlfriend comes in.
Yep.
It's her job to tell him the news,
Oh
the
my God!
shocking
What
news.
is the news?
She says, there's a mirror, look in there. He looks in it.
Yeah.
He's Tom Cruise.
Right.
Because he had his accident on the set. He
Yeah.
had the accident. They ended up in the hospital.
Right.
Quick, we've got to act quick. This is the time, this is the future
Right.
where they use
Where they can use bodies.
bodies, all the rest of it.
So Tom Cruise is dead.
Tom Cruise dead. This
But
bloke,
he's just a
Brian.
body. His body's squashed, but what's his name? Brian.
Yeah.
But Brian's brain is in Tom Cruise's body. Just a donor body. He just happens to
Just
look.
happened to, that's how
Yeah,
it'll be.
it's just meat. It's
just like a lung donor,
exactly.
a heart donor.
Yeah.
It's
so
just
so this is
timing.
Brian. He just looks like Tom Cruise now. He's got Tom Cruise's flesh.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Now, at first, initially, he's annoyed.
But
he's
his
like
voice,
going,
is
"I hate
the
Tom
voice is still
Cruise."
the same as his was, even though it's got Tom Cruise's mouth.
It's got a
and-
bit of both.
A little bit different.
Who's
little
doing
bit.
it? But okay, sorry. Just practically, who is doing the voiceover then for the?
It's Tom now.
So
He's
Tom's
acting.
sort of doing an impression of this actor.
Brian's inside Tom.
His
yeah.
name is Brian, but when you look at it on the telly, when the camera whoozes round
Yeah.
and you see him sat in his bed, it's Tom Cruise.
Sure.
Right. Okay.
His girlfriend's over the moon because she loves Tom Cruise.
Right.
He's gutted because he couldn't stand him. He can't stand the films. He's thinking,
Yeah,
oh.
but he must be thinking, I look like Tom Cruise, one of the most loved actors of his generation.
Yeah.
No,
And he's
you'd
also a
think
good-looking
so,
bloke.
but he's not because he's in shock. Remember,
Right.
he was expecting to see himself, and when he looks in the mirror, he's
Yeah,
seeing
no, it must
someone
be
else.
shocking. Yeah.
So
Also, the voice.
he's going, I can't stand this, and she's going, calm down, you'll get used to it. I don't want to get used to it. And she's sort of saying, look, you're alive.
Right.
Stop moaning.
Yeah.
Brian, stop moaning, Brian.
Um,
She's calling him Brian, I assume.
she says,
And
yeah,
Tom Cruise just had a sort of donor card that allowed his body to be given away, did it?
Yeah, it's the future.
Right.
This is 2013, Steve. Things have changed.
Clearly.
Right. What's his
but
girlfriend's name?
Claire,
Claire and Brian. Okay, great. Just a different body, just a slightly different look.
All
Just
right,
like-
so
yeah, right.
he's seen that he looks like Tom Cruise. He's shocked, but he's getting used to it.
he doesn't look like him. He is him.
Okay.
No,
right.
he's not him. He's Brian, isn't he?
Yeah, but to most people, it's
Yeah,
when
he
he
thinks-
leaves the hospital.
They go, all right, Tom. I thought you were
They're all
dead.
going, it's Tom, and he's going,
Really?
oh yeah, and he's going, oh, I knew this would happen. It's doing me head in.
Are there paparazzi? Do the paparazzi
No,
think it's Tom?
no. There's
Let
no
him
pap-
explain. Sorry, Rick,
Okay,
because you've
so
heard
this
this.
is
I want to
weird,
hear
though.
this story.
This is weird though, because so he looks like Tom Cruise.
So he wheels out. He's in a wheelchair.
Okay.
He's going, I'm sick of this. The other patients are going, Tom, I thought you were dead. And he's
Yeah.
going,
Right.
yeah. And he's annoyed. He gets in the car. He gets out there
Right,
and he sees a poster up on the side of the road
right.
for Mission Impossible 8.
It's hold on though. It's finished. I thought he died while they were
It's
filming
not
it.
finished. But now, these days, he's shouting about films before they're made.
Okay,
It's like Lord of the
Really?
Rings, isn't it? Yeah, they're going, Lord of the Rings is in the making. And they're going
Wow.
brilliant and all the hype
But
and
they put
everything.
a poster up even after.
Seems premature.
No, the poster
Yeah.
was already up. They
That
haven't
seems
put it up.
premature, given that a
What,
man
coming-
died during the production.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I'd
No.
have taken the posters down.
No,
but
it's
then I
all-
don't work in Hollywood.
Right.
So the poster's up there and he sees it as he's in the car driving past.
Yeah.
And he thinks, that can't be finished.
That makes sense. Yeah.
They both look at each other. This is your chance. You wanted to be an actor. This is the chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Go back to the studio. So he goes in. Hello, you don't know me? And they go, oh, we think we do. And they go, no, you don't. I'm Brian. Tom
Right.
died on your film set.
Well, they must
Presume-
know that. They must know
Tom
that Tom
Cruise
Cruise
died.
is dead. Because his family must have been
All right,
notified.
if you want, it makes no difference. We can tweak the script.
Right. You have, because before he was a plumber, by the way. It was a plumber who was turning up going, I'm going to finish Mission Impossible 8. So that was the
I'd much prefer that. And I can sort out your lavatory.
You get the idea.
Right, no, we don't get the idea. So this is, Brian has turned up looking like Tom Cruise. He said the film company, right, who must know that Tom Cruise died on their film set. What were they going to do when
They
they
would have
got
had to wrap it up. They would have
Well,
had
no,
to
what?
say...
You said that, but the posters are up.
Yes, the posters are up before they'd even finished
So they're
filming it.
cancelling the film until he walks in?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, so they are cancelling the film?
They're cancelling it.
Okay, so we're afraid that production has stopped on Mr. Possible 8 due to the death of Tom Cruise.
Hang on a minute.
What?
I'm Brian.
Who's Brian? Oh my God, you look exactly like Tom Cruise. Oh, have they done that thing where they put Brian's brain in Tom Cruise's body?
Yeah.
Ah, but it's not Tom Cruise. You can't act like him.
I'm an actor.
Yeah, but he was good because he was like one of the best actors.
He's not that good. I never rated him.
Yeah, but a lot of people did. And
A lot of people didn't. So let me bring in a new audience for you here. I can bring a bit to this.
Right.
So the film people. So just tell me what happens. Do they sign up the new guy? They
but
sign
is
up
it in
Brian?
the news? It must be in the news that
But
Tom
are they
Cruise
pretending
died.
that it's really Tom and that Tom survived?
They can't do that.
No.
But they're quite
So
unscrupulous.
they've
these
told
Hollywood
the world that Brian is taken over. Brian, right? He used to be a plumber, but
is
it's now
Brian, who has no surname.
Brian
Fine,
has
right,
no
he's
surname,
like
just
Madonna
Brian.
or Cher.
Exactly. Yeah.
This-
So Brian, right? Is that Brian?
But it's above the title. Brian
I
in.
bet it's Brian with a Y.
Brian with
Right,
a Y
right,
in
Brian.
Mission Impossible 8.
This won't work. Where's Tom Cruise? It's not the same.
So this, of course, gives it a boost because
Right.
The
people wanna
flagging
see- people
franchise
wanna
has
see how
been
good Brian is.
rejuvenated.
the
Yeah.
press, the news that's
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise and his new film.
Well, it's not Tom Cruise. They can't say that.
Well, it is though. When you look at it and you go, "Oh, it's Tom Cruise."
Well, no, you got to say a bloke that looks like Tom Cruise.
The body
in
of
his
Tom
new-
Cruise.
Yeah,
The acting ability of Brian. In a new movie.
Mission Impossible 8, starring the bones and skin and stuff of Tom Cruise with Brian's
I
brain.
forget
Do
it.
you like Tom Cruise's face, but not his acting? Then you'll enjoy Mission Impossible 8.
Can't be bothered.
Oh, Mission Impossible 8 from the people who brought you the first 7 and the hair of the bloke who was in the first 7, but with Brian doing all the lines. It's Brian. It's some guy I've never heard of on the 7th sequel.
No, wait, sorry, I really want to hear the ending of this movie. Please let me ask questions. You had your chance to ask him questions.
Right.
So where are we in a sort of 90-minute running time of a movie? Where are we now in the film? Are we about 2/3 of the way through?
We're close to the end. I'd
Okay,
say.
so
close to the
Mission
end.
Impossible 8 has been made. So what's the end of our movie? Not of Mission Impossible 8, but the movie you're making. What's the ending there?
Do we ever get to see him in Mission
I
Impossible
think,
8?
yeah, but I think what happens is he becomes the person who he never liked,
Right.
and it's. I just want to get across the moral that who are we? Are we the people in our body or the people we look like? What's important in life? Is it the way you look or the way you think? And he changes because he looks like Tom Cruise. He becomes the man he never liked.
But you see, to me, just from the outsider's point of view, even if I was to accept all the other premise of this movie, which is clearly horseshit, what would have been more interesting is that they don't tell the world that it's a new guy, that they tell the world it's Tom and that they've brought him back to life.
He'll have that.
That seems more interesting because
he
then
dropped
there's
the plumber.
tension. They're lying to the world, and this guy he's getting the glory that he always wanted as an actor, but he's lying, and that's a more interesting tension. Is he going to declare, actually, I'm not really Tom, I'm Brian, I've been lying to you all, and that seems like a more interesting dilemma. Instead, we've brought back the walking corpse of Tom Cruise with another man's mind. I mean,
But I think
if the
people-
whole world's accepting of that.
Yeah.
No, but you do want to see that. I think a lot of people would just want to see it for that morbid factor of my God.
Yeah, but this is. You mean they want to see your film because of this morbid factor?
Yeah, this is a fiction.
This is a fiction. This didn't really happen. You mean the final act of the film is us seeing Mission Impossible 8, starring the real Tom Cruise playing just his own cadaver, and I mean it's an Oscar-winning performance from Tom. I don't know how he's keeping in check who he is.
What's his girlfriend think of this?
Who's
Brian's.
she's loving it, isn't she? Because she always liked Tom Cruise. She's over
What
the
did
moon.
Brian look like, just out of interest?
He's just sort of an older looking.
Well, who would play him? Who would play him in this film?
Probably. It's got to be American. I'm not. What's his name? The bloke who was in Cheers, probably.
Ted
Ted
Danson.
Danson.
Ted Danson.
So Ted Danson is Brian. So Claire, right?
This is so confusing because Ted Danson's supposed to be someone that we've never heard of, even though he's Ted Danson, and Tom Cruise is playing himself, the famous actor Tom Cruise, who is now inhabited by Ted Danson, who's not Ted Danson.
Ted Danson as Brian.
Ted Danson as Brian, as Tom Cruise, as Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible 8. Wow.
So, have you got a title yet?
No. No, I just wanted to know if you're in.
Surely the wife of Brian.
The wife of Brian.
Who's played Claire?
Well, I'm up for you. You know, that's why I've come to you. I thought
That's
you'd
an
know.
obvious suggestion.
Okay, so-
Rebecca
okay.
De Mornay.
Okay, yeah.
She is so hot after The Love of a Brain or whatever it was called.
You wanna go where everybody knows your name? It's Brian.